Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2013 UNC Asheville Athletics Hall of Fame ceremony. I'm Mike Gore, Associate Athletic Director, and it's just great to have you all here. This is a very, very special evening as we honor two former Bulldog student athletes who enjoyed spectacular athletic careers. Each of these individuals was a champion in athletics and now is a leader in life. Tonight promises to be a very special evening. And at this time, I'd like to introduce our Director of Athletics, Ms. Janet Cohn.
I want to make sure they can see my face. This will be perfect for Chancellor Ponder, though. I want to welcome you, too, and I don't want Mike to sit down because I was just talking to some of you earlier tonight. You know, this Hall of Fame is special for our university and particularly special for our athletic department. But I'll tell you what, this man here lives for this night, and this is one of the highlights for him whenever we have our Hall of Fame. So I want to ask each of you to help me thank Mike Gore for doing that. I knew you would appreciate him as much as I do every day for what he does for us. This is a special night, and as you know, we've kind of changed the format, and I hope you have enjoyed the special moments outside where we've tried to highlight every sport. And we have so many championship moments and moments that we can share about leaders that we have, not only in our department right now, but also leaders that are out all across the world, which is pretty amazing how our student athletes have really become global leaders. So I hope you enjoyed walking around, enjoyed this beautiful Wilma M. Sherrill Center. The Kimmel Arena is a special new home for us, and we really enjoyed it this past year. But tonight is a night we also want to thank our student athletes. And those student athletes that are here tonight helping us out, would you please stand up so we can thank you? There's a group of student athletes, obviously, that are not here, but I want to mention this. Our indoor men's and women's track teams are competing in the Big South Championships and have had a spectacular 2 days. We've won a couple Big South Championships, and we'll be sure to make sure that you read about that, and we'll get that information. And then our newest sport that's just started this year, our women's swimming team is down competing at Athens, Georgia in their championships. And from talking to the coach today, this is pretty impressive. A brand new team. We have a swimmer, and Mike's going to write about this, who is swimming Olympic times, which is really great. So talk about some championships. And so we want you to know they're not here tonight, but they're here in spirit, much like you. They're competing and representing our university. I also want to say a special thanks to our coaches, and we have many of our coaches here. If all our coaches would stand up, all our coaches, head and assistant coaches. I'm going to say this, once a coach, always a coach. Coach Schilling, stand back up. Coach Schilling, when I said all of our coaches stand up, Coach Schilling is one of our former coaches, and I really like that because I always say I'll always be a coach at heart too, and I want to thank you for helping us tonight. You know, one of the things, besides having wonderful student athletes, I say this over and over, I'll put our coaching staff against any coaching staff in the nation. We do more with our coaches. They are able to do more with our student athletes and with the resources that we give them. They truly compete for championships. But the thing that's most impressive about our coaches is what they do with our student athletes in the classroom and in the community. So I want to really say thank you to all our coaches tonight, because the reason we have a Hall of Fame is because of how you are great leaders every day for this university. We also have several guests, and all of you are guests in your own way, and we appreciate your support. But I want to recognize any of our Board of Trustee members, and I know Bruce Peterson is here, and he is the liaison to the Board of Trustee for athletics. Bruce, would you please stand up, and your wife, Carol. Thank you, Carol. Also, I know we have one of our city council members here, Jan Davis and his family. Thank you, Jan. If you are a member of the Bulldog Athletic Association board or a member of the organization, please stand up. This is the group that helps raise scholarship money. Please stand up. Thank you so much. That group has really been working hard this year and doing some spectacular things to help us with our scholarship funding, so thank you so much. If you're a member of the University Foundation Board, would you please stand up? Thank you so much. I know I probably have missed someone, so if you are special, that means everybody, please stand up. Everybody stand up. I'm serious, stand up. If you are here, you are special, and I really mean that. As many of you know, I spend a lot of my time out in the community. Sometimes I feel like I'm not on the campus as much as I am now, representing the university in the community, meeting with you, asking you to become a Bulldog, asking you to get behind our student athletes and our coaches. And so I really want you to know you are very, very special to me and what you're doing to help us do a great job here. There's another person that's become a dear friend of our university, and it really has helped us show not only our community, but really our state and our nation, that Asheville is a special place for sports and that we are a sports-minded town. And I want to ask Ben Van Camp, the Executive Director of the Asheville-Buncombe Regional Sports Commission, to stand up. Great job. The reason I wanted Mike to stay up here, as I said, this Hall of Fame is very special to him, and I'm going to ask him to help me introduce every member of the Hall of Fame that's here. So, Mike, would you start down that list for us, please?
Okay, Jill Booth. Pat Fritz. Last year's inductee Tony Bumpus. Jim Coleman. Ulrich Dietrich. Erlen Hart, wife of Dave Hart. Tom Honeycutt. Bamford Jones. Last year's inductee Lisa Rhodes. Mark Rosenbaum. Heidi Camildes. And the Bob Harkin family.
I think you got all of them, Mike. Very good. I also want to remind you that this is about homecoming, and homecoming is about our alums. If you are a member of the UNC Asheville Alumni Council or an alum of this university, would you please stand up? There you go. And I want to recognize one more very, very special person, because our student athletes do such a wonderful job in the classroom, and we know our faculty are a very, very important part of that, and that's why year in and year out, Bert and Bob Year Out and many of our faculty stay so involved with us. But we have a faculty athletic rep that I think is also one of the best in the nation, and he's proven that because he serves on many of the NCAA national committees representing not only our university but the Big South Conference. I want to recognize Dr. Herman Holt. Would you please stand up? I hope you enjoy tonight as much as we are to have two new members come into this really select group, and I hope you understand what it means to be a member of a Hall of Fame. It is a special group. I'm going to turn this back over to Mr. Hall of Fame himself, Mike Gore.
This year, the 2013 UNC Asheville Athletics Hall of Fame is presented by TD Bank. Help me welcome Charles Frederick, Market President for Western North Carolina, up to the podium to say a few words on behalf of our presenting sponsor, Mr. Charles Frederick.
Jan, am I supposed to pull these up a little bit? Okay. Thank you, Mike. And Jan, I just want to say you've been using the term special all night, so we ought to talk a little bit about you and being special to the community and the university. So if you'll stand up, we can recognize you. And those of you that know Janet know how hard it was for us to twist her arm for us to become the sponsor of this event. I mean, it was, we worked on this for about a year, and it finally came together, so we're pleased to be here. And I was also pleased to see all the former inductees here that all graduated. That was nice to see, too. So wanted to let you know that we are pleased to be here tonight, TD Bank, America's most convenient bank, to be a part of this ceremony, which is a very special ceremony, and congratulate the two inductees tonight. We are looking forward to a very strong, long-standing relationship with UNC Asheville. There's a lot of things that we've been working on together between the university and the bank. We're excited about these, and you'll be seeing a lot more of our name around campus here and on future events, and we are really pleased about that. We believe in making a difference in the communities where we serve with both our customers, our employees, our stakeholders, and we think this is a vital part of it, of ceremonies such as this. So again, we're thrilled to be here tonight, and I look forward to seeing everybody around campus. Thank you.
Okay, let's start the ceremony. At this time, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce our Chancellor of UNC Asheville, Chancellor Ann Ponder.
Thank you. We're thrilled to have all of you here this evening. And so I found a Michael Jordan quote. Why would I pick Michael Jordan's quote? He turned 50 this year. And UNC Asheville also brought to Asheville some extra revenue for us and some extra prominence for all of Asheville in terms of our sports commission. We are also the host of the Bobcats training camp. So I found a really great Michael Jordan quote for this Hall of Fame installation. It's brief. The quote goes like this: "Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships." The athletic triumph that we celebrate in individuals and the athletic triumph that we're experiencing as a university is not just a triumph for an athletic department or for an individual team. It is a triumph for the whole university and for the whole community. Our student athletes really learn something extra about teamwork, and they surely are intelligent, and they demonstrate that intelligence on and off the court. First, about teamwork. Teamwork is a key to a winning strategy in life as well as in sports. We've witnessed many examples this season in our volleyball, soccer, men's and women's basketball teams that the strategy of passing the ball to a person with a better shot can be the difference between a win or a loss, and that the whole of a team is always better than the sum of its parts. Tonight's Hall of Fame inductees can attest to the value of creating a great team and working together to reach their goals. Their successes are truly, truly inspirational. Now, intelligence is also widely prized at a university, and that's the ability to acquire extra knowledge and skills. And our student athletes combine what they learn in the classroom and on the court and on the field to become seriously creative graduates for which we are very well known and increasingly well known. We encourage participation in athletics at UNC Asheville, not in the hope that our students will have professional sports careers, though a few of our graduates actually do and do well, but because of the values and the habits and the lessons our student athletes learn on the field or on the court or on the track. Our athletes learn drive, determination, confidence, mental toughness, and emotional control. Those skills are what will take them past and beyond UNC Asheville. Those skills and the exceptional character they receive in the classroom are a part of the success story that our alumni athletes have and embody and that we honor individually tonight. From our superb students to our great faculty and staff and the parents, families, and friends who support all of us to make UNC Asheville a stellar university, we have a great Bulldog team here at UNC Asheville. Tonight we welcome into our Hall of Fame some athletes whose virtuosity and leadership in sports thrilled us to watch and whose accomplishments in the arena of higher education have continued to inspire and delight us. So let's get started by adding two more of our stars to UNC Asheville's Hall of Fame. I'd like to bring back up to the podium to assist in this Athletic Director Janet Cohn. Okay. Our first inductee this evening is Vicki Giffen. She enjoyed an excellent basketball career here at UNC Asheville. To tell us a few words about Vicki is her brother, Gary Giffen. Gary, will you please come to the podium and say a few words about Vicki?
Hello, everyone. My name is Gary Giffen, and my big sister Vicki here asked me to introduce her today. I'm very honored, but I'm a little slightly irritated because she knows I don't like to get up in front of big crowds and talk. But all kidding aside, I'm going to do the best to sum up Vicki in about 5 minutes or less. I remember how hard Vicki worked. Runs all the time, going in, spent time playing in the driveway. She always worked hard at her game. Every free time she had was spent on her game. Never satisfied, always determined. For example, freshman year, Vicki got up there, couldn't shoot very well. By the time she got to her senior year, she was making about everything because she worked hard at it. Vicki had always dreamed of playing Division I. And when she was a senior in high school, nothing but Division III, Division II offers. But she never gave up with help of my parents. Vicki sent out tapes to everywhere, all Division I colleges. UNCAA saw one, they gave Vicki an opportunity. Vicki was grateful for the opportunity. We knew Vicki was going to do fine. She was going to work as hard as she could to do it. And she came here, reached her goal. Vicki was freshman of the year in 1993, 94 year. She was first team Big South 94, 95, and 96, and then player of the year 96, 97. Vicki scored 1,703 points in her 4-year career here, which I believe is all-time Division I for UNCAA history. And she was recognized, this is a funny story, she was recognized at half for one of the games, scoring 1,000 points. So I was here for this game. And there's a Fuddruckers. I like Fuddruckers. We don't have a Fuddruckers in Coshocton. So I had to go eat at Fuddruckers. I got a little lost on my way. Yeah, and I missed the whole ceremony. But whatever it did something to her. She tore that game up. I don't know if she was excited, Jack, because she got the ball, or she was mad at me, but she tore that one up. So that's my funny story. In all seriousness, I'm happy for her, proud of my sister. She deserves it. Hope my kids are listening to the story. I want them to know that any dream can be attained through hard work, and you never give up. Thank you, Vicki, for giving my kids a real-life hero to interact with every day. Congratulations, and I love you. Vicki Giffen.
Thank you, Gary. That was wonderful. Okay, Vicki. A bit about you. A 4-year starter for the women's basketball team. She was the Big South Rookie of the Year in 1994. As a senior, she was named Big South Scholar Athlete of the Year and Big South Player of the Year. She completed her career as the program's 3rd all-time leading scorer with 1,701 career points. Vicki currently holds the single-season record for field goal accuracy, career record for free throws made, and single-game record for steals. She was twice named UNC Asheville Female Athlete of the Year and was an academic all-district selection for 2 years. Welcome to the UNC Asheville Hall of Fame, Vicki Giffen.
All right, sounds great.
Thank you very much. This is such an honor. It is difficult to put into words how much this truly means to me, being inducted into the UNC Athletic Hall of Fame and being introduced by my brother, Gary. I have been fortunate to coach youth basketball with Gary, and he does not hesitate to tell our players about our basketball career. I usually blush, probably like I was during his introduction tonight. But at the same time, it warms my heart to hear him speak so highly of me. I would like to take a moment now to tell you that I am and have always been Gary's biggest fan. Whether it was when he was playing and being a beast, as my niece Mallory would say, in high school football and baseball, or watching him today as a father, husband, and Riverview football coach. I am so proud of the man he is and has become. I also know that my father, Randy, is looking down on him with that same grin Gary gives us all the time. He is so proud of all Gary has done and is. Gary is the strength of our family and one of the loves of my life, so thank you, Gary. I remember when I came to UNCA in the spring of my senior year, only a few years ago. Okay, maybe it was more than a few years ago, but who's counting? I instantly knew that this was where I wanted to attend college. The size of the university and the friendliness of all of the professors and students was a huge attraction. And of course, the opportunity to play basketball. I would like to extend a special thank you to Leyland Jones and her coaching staff for providing me the opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to get a quality education while fulfilling my dreams of playing Division I basketball. As you may have noticed, my family has always played an important part of my life. So leaving the small town of Coshocton and being 8 hours away was a little nerve-wracking. I remember my parents brought me down for orientation. I was sad, yet excited for the opportunities that were ahead of me. I was extremely fortunate to be a part of yet another family, the UNCA family. All of my professors, especially Dr. Robert Yearhout and Dr. Keith Crumpy, my coach Ray Ingram, and my teammates provided that instantly for me, and for that I am extremely thankful. I have been fortunate to have had some great coaches work with me during my basketball career. 3 come to mind. Firstly, my high school coach, Dave Mast. Coach Mast was the first coach to take the time to work with me, helping me develop my skills. He created a solid foundation of skills for me. Secondly, Ray Ingram. Coach Ingram has a great passion and love for the game. He eats and sleeps basketball to this day. He challenged, expanded, and continued to help me develop my skills during my 4 years here. Thirdly, Katie Meyer. Coach Meyer helped me work on my offensive skills. I remember playing her one-on-one after practices. During these games, she challenged me and taught me skills that made me better. All 3 coaches were and are successful coaches, and all deserve recognition for me being the basketball player that I was. I would like to personally thank all of them now. I would also like to thank Coach Griffin, Coach Winters, Coach Henson, Coach Wilkie, and Coach Coyle, and Coach Sarp for they were all coaches during my time here at UNCA. Coach Ingram used to come up with these slogans each year. The slogan that has stuck with me, and it is profound to me, is 40 minutes to play and a lifetime to remember. Now that I have had time to reflect, that has to be one of the finest sayings. I must have played in 100 or so games during my career, but when reflecting, I rarely remember scores of games. Instead, I remember memories made with all of my teammates. Whether it was early morning workouts, our road trips, or time spent together over Christmas break, the memories are endless. What is important to me to this day are not the games won or lost, but the memories I have of each and every one of my teammates. They may not know it, but I think of them often and I smile. I know that we as teammates had our ups and downs, but we share something very special that no one can take away from us. I cannot stand up here today without recognizing each and every one of my teammates, because my induction into the Hall of Fame is just as much their honor as it is mine. So I would like to recognize and thank all of them at this time. Dee Godette, Sheena West, Heather Woodfin, Stephanie Smith, Ursula Carswell, Monica Smith, Elisa Fellers, Bonnie Lonning, Marion Kuhn, Michelle Ray, Dana Polakowski, Emily Hill, Charlie Sims, Meredith Horn, Christy McNeil, Lee Christensen, Carrie Gay, Candy Cardito, Amy Freed, Marcia Napier, Beth Beefus Matthews, Christina Little Bit More, Allison Apples Baldwin, Amanda Frazier, Amanda Edwards, Jessica Jess Januszewski, Megan Twiggs Conley, and I'd like to say a special thank you to Amanda Brewer, who's here tonight. Thank you, Amanda. I've been blessed in so many ways in my life. Yes, Amanda, yes. I have been blessed in so many ways in my life to have had some great coaches and teammates and friends, to receiving a great education that has broadened my horizons and opened my mind up in so many ways, to today joining UNCA's greats. I would like to thank Chancellor Ann Ponder, Janet Cohn, the Director of Athletics, Mike Gore, the Bulldog Athletic Association for this great honor. I would also like to thank my family, the loves of my life, for being here while accepting this honor, because honestly, it would not be the same without you here today with me. Firstly, I would like to say a special thank you to my mother, Carol Giffen. Her continued support over the years has been amazing. My father, Randy, and she made numerous trips to see me play while in college, and it meant so much to me having them there. I always hoped that I could be half of the basketball player that she was a woman. Today, I hope I am half the aunt she is a person. Her wonderful personality, big heart, and unconditional love are hard to put into words. I love you forever and a day, Mom. I would like to thank Gary's wife, my sister and best friend, Casey Giffen. I am so glad that we have gotten to know each other and grown close over the years. You're always there for me through thick and thin, and I love you for that. My oldest niece, Mallory Ray, I'm so proud of the beautiful, charismatic, and talented young woman you are becoming. My youngest niece, Melanie, you are such a sweet and smart young girl. And to my nephew, who's playing his iPod, Mason Randall Keith, you are my ordinary little man, and I love all three of you very much. I will cherish for my lifetime the time we spend together and always look forward to many, many more memories. Thank all of you for being part of yet another wonderful moment in memory I will have of the University of North Carolina at Asheville. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll need to borrow the rest of the script from Mike. Congratulations once again. Our next inductee enjoyed an excellent men's soccer career. Here to tell us a few words about Mike Roach is his former professor, Dr. Bert Holmes, who teaches chemistry here at UNC Asheville. Bert, come tell us about Mike.
It's been my great privilege to have known number 10, Mike Roach, for 13 years. I taught him in physical chemistry first semester, and he enjoyed that so much that he took the second semester of physical chemistry and also an advanced atmospheric chemistry course. Now, physical chemistry is one of the most challenging undergraduate courses you can take because it combines physics and chemistry and calculus into one course. But it's with challenges where Mike excels. Now, I suspect in the rest of this time I'm going to use some words that have never been uttered in this room before, such as quantum theory and heptafluoropropane, but bear with me. Mike worked for 2 summers in our research laboratory conducting quantum theory calculations. His first project was titled Computational Study of 11HX and 11DX, X equals FCl and Br, elimination from halomethanes. And he presented this work at the American Chemical Society's national meeting in New Orleans in March of 2003. Now, I am certain that Mike has very fond memories of the presentation, the uneven sidewalks, and something about bullhorns, or something about that. But Mike can tell you more about that. Mike also worked on a second research project on the 1,2 hydrogen fluoride elimination from heptafluoropropane, which is a replacement for halon fire extinguishers. The second project resulted in a publication titled Unimolecular Rate Constants and Threshold Energies for the Hydrogen Fluoride Elimination from Chemically Activated 112333 heptafluoropropane. Try to say that in one breath. That was published in the Journal of Physical Chemistry, and Mike's publication was just after a paper from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the California Institute of Technology, and just before a paper from Brown University, and I'm certain they feel privileged to be surrounding Mike's paper. Mike is one of the rare individuals for which everything seems to work. Not only was Mike exceptional in the research laboratory, but his classroom performance was without peer. His graduating GPA was 4.000. During graduation ceremony, Mike was awarded the Manley Right as the top scholar among all graduates. The following fall, he entered the University of Virginia, having been awarded a National Science Foundation Graduate Fellowship, and this is a very significant award. He completed a master's degree in chemistry and then moved on to other challenges, where he entered Duke Law School, graduating with honors in 2008. In addition to his stellar performance in the classroom and in research, Mike was the starter on the UNC Asheville soccer team that won the conference championship. Mike was selected as an academic first-team All-American by the NCAA, twice selected as UNC Asheville's Male Scholar Athlete of the Year and Male Scholar Athlete of the Year in the Big South Conference. He brought the same dedication and competitive drive to athletic competition that he exhibited in his academic endeavors. Mike Roach is the finest combination of scholar, athlete, and gentleman that I've encountered in 38 years of college teaching. His work ethic, skill level, care, and concern for humankind are without peer. It is my great honor to introduce Mike Roach.
Thank you, Bert. I'm going to say a few more nice things about Mike first. Mike was a 2-year starter for the UNC Asheville men's soccer team. He was a key player for the Bulldogs at the midfield position when Asheville won the 2001 Big South Conference regular season title. Mike was the 2001 Big South Scholar Athlete of the Year for men's soccer. He then became in 2001 the first Bulldog student athlete in Division I era to be named to the Academic All-American First Team. In addition, Mike was the 2002 Big South Scholar Athlete of the Year, along with being the 2001 and 2002 UNC Asheville Scholar Athlete of the Year. This is what Division I at UNC Asheville is about. Mike, would you like to come forward and say a few words to all these other folks here to see you inducted into the UNC Asheville Hall of Fame?
Thank you so much for the introduction, Bert. Thank you so much for the warm introduction, and I'll try to wake everybody up a little bit after the description of my undergraduate research. I'd like to thank the UNCA Athletics Department, the Bulldog Athletics Association, for this terrific, terrific honor today. I'm extremely grateful to be here. I'm extremely grateful to receive this honor, but I'm also very humbled to be here today. It's overwhelming to be in front of all the other Hall of Fame inductees, first of all. Second of all, I understand that so many people have helped me along my path to get to this point. And so I want to take just a few minutes to thank all of them for the opportunities I've had in my life to be here at UNCA and to really succeed. I'd like to start by mentioning the soccer team, the soccer program, ably being led now by Matt Kern at the helm. During my time at UNCA, it was Coach Steve Cornish. Steve Cornish took a real chance on me. I came to UNCA as a transfer student, and I was not recruited by any Division I schools. I approached Coach Cornish and introduced myself and said, I would like to try out for your soccer team, sir. And he gave me a wonderful opportunity, not just a single session to come out and to prove myself, but actually to join the team in the spring season. Starting day one, just like all of the ordinary players who've been there throughout the fall. So I joined the team in the spring and really was able to fit in. And luckily for me, it was a perfect fit, and it really opened up a lot of doors for me. Fast forward a couple seasons into the 2001 season, which was a terrific special year for all of us in the soccer program. That year, in the preseason polls, amongst the coaches in the Big South Conference, we were picked to finish dead last, 8 out of 8. The year before, we had graduated some terrific, talented soccer players and had a few key talents transfer out of UNCA, and so I think it was a natural pick, but it wasn't enough for us. That wasn't our expectation. Well, at the end of the season, we had a terrific run. We won the regular season conference championship, and it goes to show at the end of the season at the banquet where all the other Big South schools are present, all the soccer teams are there right before the conference tournament began. UNC Asheville took home 3 of the 4 major individual awards that year. I think it just goes to show the lessons that UNC Athletics teaches all of us, and that is we succeed as an individual when we succeed as a team. So I count my individual honors as being completely built on the success of our team. Along with just the coaches and the players that make up a program, soccer, basketball, tennis, there's so many people behind the scenes that deserve thanks. Our athletic director, our chancellor for all your support of the athletics department, and particularly I would like to thank Mike Gore, who's been mentioned a few times tonight, and I'm glad you have been. Mike has been instrumental in all of my success. He's instrumental in coordinating with the media and other universities during my time here, and he really highlighted our on-the-field successes, and he highlighted my academic successes, and I count Mike as being one of the main drivers of me winning that Academic All-American Award my senior year. So thank you, Mike. Of course, my time here at UNCA is much more than just athletics. As Bert mentioned, I had a great experience in the chemistry department at UNCA. and at UNCA in general as an academic institution. In all of our classes, we enjoy personal attention and one-on-one opportunities to interact with our faculty that nobody else has at an institution like this with such great quality faculty. The faculty really prepared me for success for life in life after college. They taught us to think outside the box and to take risks and look for creative solutions to problems and ask the hard questions. Particularly in the chemistry department, Bert, Professor Holt, their colleagues taught me to think logically and systematically through an issue. These are all the skills I use in my everyday life and have really prepared me well. So I want to thank the chemistry department, and all of my other professors as well at UNCA for that really opening all those doors for me. Of course, last but not least, my parents, who are here tonight. They're here tonight just like they were always on the sidelines, always in the bleachers. From the time I played youth soccer all the way through my college career here at UNCA. They drove up from Greensboro to watch every home game and even a lot of our away games. So, and actually that still continues a little bit to this day, a little bit sadly to this day as I play men's over 30 soccer now with a bunch of other washed up old soccer players. And when they're close in Raleigh, they'll come out and watch too. So without my parents, constant love and support and guidance, I would not be here tonight. And I appreciate that even more now. My beautiful wife, Carolyn, is also here. And you just gave birth to our daughter 2 months ago. And so life-changing experience, and it really makes you appreciate your own parents a little bit more. So I think the takeaway for me tonight is that although I'm standing up here by myself, I'm here alone, I'm accepting this terrific honor, this really belongs to my friends and teammates on the soccer team. It really belongs to the coaches and the trainers and the staff in the athletics department. It really belongs to my professors, my academic advisors, the chemistry department in particular, and it really belongs to my family. And on that note, I'd like to thank everybody for this terrific honor. Thank you.
Isn't this UNC Asheville at its very best? You see, teamwork and intelligence, according to Michael Jordan, is exactly what we have seen tonight. So if you will all please applaud one more time, join me in welcoming the 2013 class of the UNC Asheville Athletics Hall of Fame. And we'll bring back to the podium Mike Gore.
And let's bring back Janet Cohen, our fine athletic director. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike Gore. Wow, what a night. I've been here now, I'm in my 9th year, and I'm amazed more and more every day with the kind of graduates that we have at this university. And I think this Hall of Fame class is very special. And it's very special to know what wonderful student athletes, and that's the key word, student athletes. I mean, how impressive, when you hear what they accomplish in the classroom, on the courts, the fields, the track, the swimming pool, and the many things that sometimes we forget, all the hours they spend out in the community. It really is special. There's a group that I do want to thank because their work is really what happens with this Hall of Fame. We have a Hall of Fame committee, and I think this Hall of Fame committee must be one of the best committees in the world because look at the kind of people you have nominated and been selected. If you are a member of the Hall of Fame committee, please stand up. I know Coach B's here. Yep. Coach, you're out. Thank you so much. Jim Baker, great job. What a great job that you are doing selecting. I'm supposed to be a closing number here, But I want to reflect just briefly because, you know, I am an old coach at heart, will always be a coach. And I think, Vicki, you said some things about coaches, and I think, Mike, you did too, how important coaches are in the lives of student athletes. And the other thing that I heard you say, because I really believe coaches and teachers, faculty members are all the same. And you mentioned what great faculty we have here at the university. Boy, we do have some great faculty. I'll put our faculty, just like our coaches, against any university in this country because they are really excellent. I think the thing that I heard, too, for the student athletes that are here, how appreciative you were of your opportunity because we got to remember being an athlete is still a privilege, contrary to what you see on ESPN or in the newspaper. It's not a right, it's a privilege. And it's something that's so special, and so many times we forget there's so many people that wish they could be us, and they can't. So you do have a special opportunity to represent us. I'm so proud of the way this Hall of Fame has represented your university through the years. And you truly are a really special group. For the student athletes that are here, and I'm looking at you, Bobby, and I know there's some others out there, you got to continue this tradition. You know, you saw something pretty special, and some of you, Natalie out there, I'm watching all these student athletes, Greg, someday you could be standing here going into this Hall of Fame. And it is an honor. It really is an honor to be in your university's Hall of Fame. I also want to thank again, TD Bank, you chose a great event to sponsor. And I think tonight you saw what a great partnership this is going to be because TD Bank's a great championship bank, a leader in our community. So thank you again for y'all sponsoring. I know everyone from TD Bank, would you please stand up? I want to make sure everybody knows who you are. Thank you so much. You know, this is a big weekend for the Bulldogs. And I'm talking about homecoming, Eddie. I'm not talking about the game tomorrow, okay, or Brenda. It is a big weekend. And today I had a great time with the homecoming parade, and tomorrow, once again, we'll honor you. And Hall of Fame members, you are invited to join us for brunch at the Chancellor's, the Janice Brummett Pisgah House tomorrow morning. Then we got some exciting basketball. I know our men and women are ready to take it to the courts, and they always play hard, but they play a little hard a homecoming weekend because they know you're there watching them. You know, we have a baseball game. We had a tennis competition today. Every one of our student athletes are competing right now. You know, we have almost 200. Every one of them are either in their spring season or the competitive season. And this is a great weekend to be on our campus. And if you haven't noticed, there's some great things happening. This is a place that is moving, that's on the move, like it's never been. And I want to say one of the main reasons this campus is on the move, and somebody we need to all recognize and appreciate, is Chancellor Ann Ponder. We've come a long way, and we've got a long way to go. But I think that we're headed, we have a strategic plan that's strong, and it's strong for the university, and it's strong for the athletic department. We'll continue to graduate student athletes at higher rates than the university, than higher rates than the country. We'll continue to compete for those championships. We don't want to say three-peat, no pressure, no pressure. We're going to win. Y'all know I love Eddie to death, and Eddie's doing a great job, and Brenda's doing a great job. All of our coaches, Matt, they're all here. The team behind the team, I know Terry Burney's here, and Donna helped Mike Gore with this event. She's here running around, and Brady, everyone. We do have a special group. And to hear our inductees talk about what it means to have that team around you, your families, it doesn't get any better than that. You know, I like the way Coach Smith ends his conversations now, and I'm going to end it the same way. I'm Janet Cohn. I'm the Director of Athletics at the best university in the country, and I'm proud to be a Bulldog. Thank you. try to do as we're trying to make a new tradition about capturing moments. We want to get some pictures of anyone and everyone who's in the Hall of Fame. So don't go away. If you'll come up, we want to take some group photos. Also, I want to please invite everybody to come back tomorrow for women's basketball at 2 o'clock. Baseball is at noon. I think I got that. Baseball's at noon. Women's basketball at 2. Men's basketball at 4:30. Going to be a great time here on our campus. And tennis Sunday. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, guys. Got it. Tom won't let me forget. I tell you, it's a busy weekend, so please come back. If all our Hall of Fame members would come up and welcome once again Vicki and Mike into the Hall of Fame, we want to catch some pictures. Thank you.